What's up, guys? Japanda here, your free-to-play bro, coming at you with another animation throwdown strategy video. Coming at you with our sixth Rumble match. Looks like we're 5-0 so far, so far so good. Let's see if we can continue doing our best this Rumble. So, looks like here I'm going to be trying for a bad Tina. Looks like I'll have some rifles to back her up, so not too bad so far. I think this is going to be pretty good in my favor here. He's not going to be able to clear that, and Bad Tina's going to make short work of Legman. Um, so not too good on his part. He probably should have spread wide there. Bad Tina by itself will take care of the Chris Griffins. So we'll spread the board wide once more with another punch card. And hopefully we will see. Will we end the game on this turn? Yes, we will end the game on this turn. So let's get down the highest health on the end, and hopefully we can end up with something over a 90. That would be what we're looking for. Good, 92. Basically, if you can get over a 900 um, score, anything between 900 and 1,000, especially against the more competitive guilds matches. That's pretty good. If most of your people in your guild can get about a 900 or more, I think that's good to shoot for. So here I am going to get lucky because I made a mistake. I should have gone for the rifle and Bobby, but I guess we're going to go for the one-eyed bean machine instead. He's going to get a bender brow down, which is super scary. Is there a cripple that I can make with this Tom Landry? No, not really. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to see if we can punch it away. And maybe we'll get lucky and hit our punches will go the proper way. Looks like I'm going to lose the one-eyed bean machines, so I guess I'd prefer for the punch from her to hit the bender's weapons. Then I would refill the first slot with a fresh card. So that is the case. Worked out okay. Missed the 50-50 on sharpshooter Bobby, however. So I guess uh, the higher punch went to the more sturdier target. So let's get down the highest health against the Bender Brow. Tom Landry also makes a bad Tina, and too bad that Sharpshooter Bobby ends up not doing real well against this here. Looks like we're not going to end up winning this game, but we're gonna try and do the absolute best that we can. Um, get lucky there and end up clearing their second position slot, and we are going to get absolutely wrecked by this really strong opponent. Bender Brow. I do not have a bender yet. I haven't been lucky enough to pull a bender yet, but as soon as I do, I definitely know that Bender Brow is going to be a big part um, of my deck. And not very happy to see that in general. Bender Brow is really hard to get through because it has a giant wall, plus it heals the cards next to it because it has a huge heal as well. So that's going to be our first loss this entire Rumble, which not too happy about, but also not too upset about taking a loss now and again, especially against a really tough opponent. Um, I do like a good challenge, so that's basically what we're going for here. If we can persevere despite a very strong opponent, I think that's um, pretty gratifying. That's pretty gratifying. Your wins feel even make you even more happy about and stuff. So Gonna end up with 100 there. Luckily, with the 100 with the armed BGE buffs, I was able to recover some health onto my board. So let's see if we can um, get more hundreds, such as we just did there. If we can, maybe we can sneak a victory against these really strong opponents. So we're gonna start it with a paddle and Peggy and get that craze going right away. He's gonna get a disco bender down, which is not quite as strong as the bender brow. The 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 BGE heals plus the Tina heals is going to keep my paddle and Peggy alive for one more turn, no problem. Both of these make a nice punch combo. Let's go ahead and save the Leela since we have two Bobs, and they swing similarly. So we're going to take care of that Disco Bender. We're going to do real good work onto that second slot, and let's see here. Can we clear this? 13, 24, and 10, 34. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and clear this second position card. Um, we're facing a Tina, which I really like to see because we're going to get extra turns to get some extra heals off. So we're going to go with a Bob because with the Bob is going to throw some burgers here. Um, and he will only throw burgers once, so we're going to go with health after that. And we're going to get that one nice extra burger. Oh, didn't work out for the extra burgers. Trying to get over a 90 if I was able to extend the game past that point, but don't think it hurt us too badly. Don't think it cost us any points there, but thought I did have a chance to get the burgers off if I counted that properly, but nonetheless, still okay overall. I switched out my Lois's piano for a Vitruvian Man, and this makes a 28 punch combo. I think that's pretty good. We're going to go for that. Um, not quite enough to take this out here, but still, we're going to go ahead and try and do as much work as possible on that. Hopefully, we'll hit the 50-50 um, on the Louise, and that way we won't waste damage. And no, we don't actually hit the correct 50-50. Louise is fully charged up there. So we're going to get down to Pitcher Peggy. She has a big punch and a big jab. We're going to see if we can do how much work we can do to our opponent's board here. And hopefully we'll have enough time to get down a SWAT Bob to give us one big heal before we can finish off this game. And looks like we're going to finish off this game on this turn. But Bob, if I make a SWAT Bob, will end up getting a heal first. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen. See if we can get the highest score we can possibly attain. And Bob, with that big heal, will get us back up to an 83, despite having to face a Dale hero. So these guys are no joke. I guess the further you get into the Rumble, as you would expect, especially the better your record is, the more difficult your opponents will become. Um, Not too happy uh, that I actually took that we're actually facing these really strong opponents during this particular match, because this match is the middle of the night one, and we all know that one's um, a lot harder to make. Um, a lot harder to make as far as participation wise in some cases for some people. So um, hopefully we can pull together. Hopefully everyone will wake up and do the right thing. Be a man. Do the right thing, and battle for your guild here, and see if you can be a team player basically. And looks like we're gonna be real lucky and end up with 100 against another strong opponent. And that was just getting lucky with him throwing a ray gun and me being able to get down a strong a sharpshooter Bobby combo in first position. So not bad overall. Facing another Tina, so that's a good sign. We're going to have a lot of turns to do some healing. Get down, paddle, and Peggy. This should take care of red shirt, blue shirt in 2 turns if he doesn't combo it, which he does not. Hopefully, we'll hit the correct 50-50 once again. And I'm afraid of this stand, honestly. If he combos that, it might take out the Bob or the Golden Turds. So, did end up hitting the correct 50-50 on onto that stand. And we keep hitting the correct 50-50s, which is really good um, for us and stuff. So we are going to get a heal off from Swat Bob and another turn, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and that's going to heal us all the way back up to full, and we're going to end up with 100. How lucky is that? By 1 point, we were able to get that heal off. So pretty decent there. Luckily, we're facing a Tina. Sometimes it's good and bad to get that Paddle and Peggy out in front. When she gets that craze going real big, you get less turns to stabilize, but um, at the same time, it's you don't want to scoff at a win because this guild that we're facing, based on what I've seen so far, I want to say they're overall just pretty much just stronger than us, um, which is not uh, which doesn't mean that we couldn't win if we pull together and they don't have the participation that they're kind of looking for. So Will of a Housewife gonna do some work. Can I get a motivation off with personal beer mug? Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully these punches will go my way, and one of them will hit the first position. Very good. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. We got the bigger attack off. Uh, with the motivation onto the second position card after clearing the first card there. So we can make a Sex Ed Peter. Hopefully we'll hit the correct 50-50 once again, which we do not, unfortunately. So it looks like Tom Landry's going bye-bye, which is okay. Let's see, we can hit the 50-50 again. We're going to get down the biggest health just in case so that we don't lose the game. In the meantime, we keep missing the after I said we keep hitting the 50-50, we keep missing the 50-50. So this is pretty bad. Now we're down to not very good options here. Um, we must hit the 1 and 3 or we're going to die. Is that it? 1 and 3 or we're going to die? That's it. 1 in 3 or we are going to die, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, that Will of a Housewife is just absolutely beastly and looks like we're dead. That's too bad. Unfortunate, to say the least. So that will be my second loss this battle so far. So I'm not sure if I'm getting unlucky with our matchups or they are just absolutely beasts as far as strength overall is concerned. But that's not to say that we're not going to give it our absolute best shot every single time, win or lose, and not be too worried about the overall results and stuff. So, Francine, he's not going to combo Francine. It's going to allow us to get down a safety gun Peter. Bunch of punches happening here, so let's see if they can go the right way. They do, and we're able to clear his board. So it looks like we can get. Sometimes we get lucky and you end up with 100 just on the back of the punches going the right way with the first two positions happening there. So let's see if we can clear this fart school. 12, 28, 38. So I need 10. Yep, Sharpshooter Bobby's going to take care of that. So we're going to go ahead and keep the board completely clear for our final turn. And no payback, so looks like we are going to end up with 100 here. So looks like it's like all or nothing, you know what I mean? This time, hundreds or actually losing the match. So um, it is okay though. I do like I said, having a nice challenge. It's what makes the game fun to play. It's what makes the game worth playing at all. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get down that Giggity Gun first because I'll have the biggest swing that way, and I could maybe get down the Leela healing combo as well after this on the second swing here. Um, Maybe I should have gone with the rifle. Not sure. Rifle probably would have been better, but I think this is still going to be okay. Hopefully, I'll have enough turns to restabilize past this blunder, I guess you would say. Gonna work out okay, I think, and gonna hit the correct 50-50s overall there. Could have gone better. I think we went the other way with the 50-50s. I think Safety Gun Peter is going to make sure that I'm able to clear this mustache gun so that that punch doesn't go too crazy. And us losing that card wasn't the worst thing in the world because it's going to basically let me have another turn to put a fresh card and get some extra health out there. Restabilize. You're going to see that it's not going to hurt me whatsoever score wise by actually losing the card and taking damage to my face. The only thing that actually matters is the total health on the board and was able to pull out the 100 there. So, great example of that um, mechanic, that function of the Rumble scoring system. And I was glad that I was able to show that to you guys because it's a hard thing to figure out when it's not written down in the game, kind of how the scoring system works. And so, just being really observant and stuff has taught me how to score the Rumble a little bit more accurately in my head and stuff. And that's one of the things that you can kind of play around with is losing a card and taking some damage in order to refill your board, hitting the correct 50-50s when necessary, and like in that case, ending up with a perfect 100 despite having lost an entire card and taking damage. So, great video. Too bad that I ended up losing 2 matches out of the 10 matches there, but um, like I said, as a free to play player, it's not it's basically just inevitable that I'm going to face eventually players that are much stronger than myself, and that was the case here. Hopefully, I can make some better decisions in the future, and that will improve my chances on getting some better scores. But in the meantime, hopefully you'll give me a like. Hopefully, you'll comment down at the bottom, and if you like what you hear here, please tune in for even more free to play content in the future. Thanks for watching.